That's odd. Blake's phone was left off the hook. The positioning suggests that he had only just lifted the receiver when he was struck. Maybe he was trying to make a call, but the killer got to him. Okay, then let's question Tully before we investigate further.
Hey there, gorgeous. Got time to talk?
No. This really isn't the time or place for a chat. We're standing in a crime scene.
Crime scene, huh? Pretty cool, pretty cool.
Yeah, and you don't want Detective Cross to find you in here.
So what are you doing here?
Me? I was just, looking for my car keys.
I get that. I lose things all the time. Want me to help look?
I could move this desk pretty easy if you wanted to check on. Wait a second. Yeah, how about we just leave the desk and the body where it is?
Right, yeah. Whatever you say.
Did you come in here for a reason?
For the greatest reason of all. Love. I wanted to get you alone for a while.
There's something between us, don't you feel? Oh.
There's something between us, don't you feel it?
A few feet of concrete wouldn't be a bad start. Just a few feet? What makes you think there's something between us?
Because I can't stop thinking about you. I was kinda hoping that maybe you feel the same. You got the detective to believe you're innocent. Maybe you can do the same for me, and then we can go and...
Look, you're a good-looking guy, but one of my best friends is dead. He's literally right there.
You're right, I'm sorry. Guess I just got carried away. Hey, is Becky single?
Mind adding another murder victim? So, what do you do around here? Don't think I've seen you on the set.
Oh, you know, whatever comes up. I keep my tools with me and I go where they tell me to go.
Didn't you say you were a carpenter earlier?
If there's a carpentry needs doing, sure. And if something needs screwing, I'll do that too. And if something needs nailing down, just call me. Who's that rap guy? Mac something? Hamper? Point is, I'm whatever you need me to be. Except weekends, evenings and every 4th Wednesday. That's when I do bodybuilding. Mom taught me 3 things. Take care of your body, don't cuss, and don't listen to Pa cause he's a goddamn drunk. Proud to say I've lived by those rules every day of my life, and when I have kids I'm gonna teach them the same.
Please don't.
Well, maybe not that last one. No, please teach them that last one as well. Yeah, as well.
You must be pretty strong. You get in many fights?
Who, me? What's that got to do with anything?
Based on a virtual assessment, you would be easily capable of killing someone if you wanted.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
What do you think of John Redfern? Could he be a killer?
Noodle Inspector? No way. Then again, when I was at school, a crony nerd knocked some other kid out with a chessboard. So yeah, if John had a weapon or something, I guess it's possible.
What do you think about Becky?
She's pretty, got one hell of a temper though.
You don't want to get on her bad side, trust me.
I come from a long line of mouthy broads, I'm used to it.
You think that kind of anger might have been enough for Becky to kill Blake?
I doubt it. My ma was always yelling, but she never killed nobody. Though that would explain where Pa went.
Yeah? What do you make of Detective Cross?
Ain't much like the detectives on TV, is he? What you really need is someone like them on... what's that show again? Murder something something. Missy something... Mistletoe?
Miss Terry. It's Murder Miss Terry.
That's right. I bet they'd sort this whole mess right out. Say, now that you mention it, you kind of look like one of the chicks on that show. Anyone ever tell you that?
This guy's so dumb. Yeah, I get that a lot. Good comeback. What about that ID card?
How come you've got an ID with my face on it? Ain't that identity theft or something?
This is your ID card? We found it in the break room.
Shoot, I must have dropped it. I really gotta get new pockets for these overalls.
How long have you worked here?
Not long. Few weeks, I guess.
Really? Bill said this ID card design is old, like a decade old.
I don't know what to tell you. That's the one they gave me when I started here. Come on, baby. You know you can trust me.
How about no? Let's read what the hair dye says. It's half-empty bottle of brown hair dye. Color, the fastest acting hair dye in America. May cause dizziness, confusion, and hair loss. Well. Gotta take the good with the bad. Just a phone receiver. Alright. Anything else we can investigate in here? Probably, since it's not grayed out. Boxes. Alright. There's a 10 right away. There's a 6 here. There's a 6 here. So the 6 can only start here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these need to be filled out. This needs to be crossed off. There's a 6 here. Oh, I already did that. Yeah. Alright. Okay, what else do we have here? 3 and a 4, 4 and a 2. The 4 needs to start here. That was 1 too many. 3 here. Okay. 2, 1, 2. Might as well just cross these off while I'm here. 3, 1, 2, 3. Alright. There's just a 2 missing here, so that needs to be this one. There's a 2 missing, and it has to be this one. The 2 here can be placed wherever. Alright, there's a 2 here. If that were a 2, that's still possible, so this doesn't tell us anything really. There's a 4 up here that also doesn't tell us much. Other than that, this needs to be filled out. What do we have here? This has to be how it is then. Doesn't work any other way. There's a 3 there, so that... okay, that doesn't tell us enough to make any conclusions. That's the 2 done. This needs to be the 2 here then. The 3 up there. Yeah, actually, that's how it's supposed to be. The 1 needs to be down here. Alright. Anything else? The 4 needs to have these 2 at least, so this needs to be crossed out. 2 up there, not really, but the 6 here needs to have this. That also means that at least these 3 have to be crossed off. That means this has to be the 2. Do we... No, we don't need that one here. Okay. Wait, that's 4, right? So that can still be these 2. There's a 3 here, so this has to be filled, doesn't it? Actually, yeah, it has to be like this. The only way for that to work. This has to be crossed off then. This has to be filled out, which means this is complete. Alright, 3 here, doesn't really tell us much. The 2, nope. The 4, this needs to be filled. That also means that this needs to be filled. This is gone, which means this is filled. This is gone. Okay, 6 doesn't change anything for that. The 2 here needs to be filled. Which also means this is gone. So 1 gone, 1 gone, 1. There we go. This. Any here? There still needs to be 1 in either of these positions. But this has to be the 2, so this is gone, so this is filled. This is blocked off. This whole column is blocked off, so this needs to be filled. This needs to be filled. This is gone. And a 2 here. Well, the 6 needs to be filled out. This 6 needs to be filled out as well. A tape recorder. Yeah, actually now I can see it. That took a while. Magnetic storage. VHS Betamax? No. Ah, this is an audio cassette recorder. Maybe Blake used it for dictating? Looks like there's a tape inside. It's got something written on the label. SM66 tape 01. SM66 could be a code. Initiating brute force algorithm. Spicy matter. Stop, stop. We're never going to figure out anything like that. Just play the tape and we'll go from there. Okay, initiating playback.
Who are you? What do you want?
Don't play them with me. You know what?
You really want me to? Isn't there anything else I can do?
Clock's ticking, Blake. Alright, just don't. Finishing up on set right now. I'll go.
My apologies, Honor. The recording seems to be damaged. Some of the audio has been lost.
I heard enough. Blake was being threatened. I just wish I could tell who he's talking to.
There may be more information. I'll continue playback. Okay, it's done. I told her she's off the show.
Jesus, how am I explain this to the network? It's not my problem. But we're done now, right? Just get at the rest of the photos and get out. So fast. Hold on to these, just in case. That was never part of the deal, Calm down, Blake. Supposed to be over. What I should have done from the start. Away from that phone. Gonna warn you again. Get your hands off me. He was killed because of me. It sounds like they were blackmailing him somehow. Someone wanted me off the show so badly they...
I'm sorry, Anna. I wish I could do more to identify the killer's voice.
It's not your fault, Scott. We'll figure this out somehow. And finding out who this tape recorder belongs to is our next step.
Alright. Anything else we can investigate in here? Probably yes. Oh. Down here somewhere over there? No. Okay. I have no idea what that is, but sure. 10 down here. So 7 up there. Same here. 6 needs to be covering even these 4 actually. 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. This crossed off. This crossed off. Same on this side. 2s, 1s. This crossed off. This crossed off. There's a 3 here, so this needs to be covered. These 2. This is crossed off. Alright. Got a 4 here. This doesn't tell me anything much, but there's 2s here. So these need to be how they work. There's a 3 here. And that needs to be this one. This is crossed off. Same goes for this here. This is finished. So the 6 has to be this. So this is crossed off. This is full. This is lopsided. Interesting. Alright, we still have 3 ones here, so these all need to be like this. I'm pretty sure. Actually, wait. Let me just cross this off and get rid of this again, just to make sure. But yes, that is how it has to work. Like this. No, that can't be it. Because these need to have breaks in them. There's only 1 here, so I'm assuming these are a thing. Actually, no. I'm assuming this is 1, crossed off 2, crossed off 1. These go here, and that's the same. And here? No. Wait a second.
just did that based on it being symmetrical, which it clearly isn't, so let's not do that. But that still has to be the case either way. I just can't repeat that down there, okay. This still needs to happen just that way. Now I just need to worry about this down here. This needs to be this way. And 2, come here. There you go. Blake's mail. Oh, yeah. I can never tell what these are. Like when I see what it is, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. But straight away, no chance. Look at all these letters. Blake must have been going through the fan mail. We get stacks of the stuff every month. What for? Nothing really. People just want to say they like the show. Guess it helps them feel closer to us. If they want to be closer, why don't they visit the studio? I mean, emotionally, Scout. Fans get to know us through the show and they write to us. Well, mostly they want to write to Becky, but you get the idea. Here, I'll read you one. To whoever wrote episode 6. I hope you I knew it was going to be a hate mail. I hope you trip and fall on your pencil, bleed all over the floor and die in agony. I would not advise allowing this person to get closer to you, emotionally or otherwise. Here's another one. Mr. Patterson, you've chewed up murder Miss Terry and crapped out a sorry excuse for a new season. If I ever have the misfortune to meet you in the street, I'll open you up and make you eat your own guts. Then maybe you'll know how you made the fans feel. This isn't fan mail, it's hate mail. There are 14 envelopes here with the same handwriting. I calculate a 98% probability that they're all from one person. And they're all signed with the same thing, Showmaster 66. Could it be some kind of nickname? It's also the same name as the recording tape. The tape recorder's label said SM66. It could be a shortened version of the same name. Of course, whoever Showmaster 66 is, they had access to the studio and the vendetta. That must be who killed Blake. But what's their real identity? We're going to find out. Do I have anything else to show Tully? Any evidence to present? Are you the one? This tape recording has the audio of Blake's death. Someone was trying to blackmail him. I need answers, Tully. Where were you at 4:30 p.m. today?
I don't really keep track of time most days. I think I was working on the set.
Do you have any proof?
What do you think all these tools are for? I ain't here to build a dollhouse.
I guess. We found these letters on Blake's desk. Have you ever written to the studio?
This is kind of embarrassing, but I don't really write much. Mostly stick to invoices and Christmas cards, and even then I make mistakes. One Christmas I accidentally sent bright red lingerie to the hardware store instead of my girl at the time. Would have been fine, except she woke up on Christmas morning to an invoice for 14 feet of plywood. She still hasn't paid.
What about this name, Showmaster 66? Do you recognize it?
That's a name. Sounds more like an exercise bike.
Well, you're probably right there, yes. That does sound like an exercise bike. Back to city map. Okay, I don't have access to any other place in the city. Back to the break room we go. Casey. How about it? Feel familiar? Well, let's go with the hair dye first. Can you tell me anything about this bottle? Where did you get this? This is Color brand hair dye. Trust me, Honor. You don't want this stuff anywhere near your head. Bill found it in Blake's office. Not a product you'd recommend, I take it. You'd be better off using spray paint. I threw all that trash out years ago and I've been very strict with our suppliers. I spent a long time explaining all the painful ways it could be inserted into their sales guide if they tried to flog me anymore. So someone else must have brought it in. This could belong to the killer. If you ask me, you'd have to be a psycho to use that stuff. But why would a murderer need hair dye? A quick disguise, maybe? What happened, Becky?
What the hell was that? I think it was Becky. Sounded like it came from the set. Do you think she found another body? You better go check.
Me? Well, I would love to be there to back you up. But I should probably stay here. In case the killer tries to hide in the fridge. Thanks for the help. Before that, though, you really need to clear out that bag, babe. Alright. Well, we'll do the letters as well. Alright, fair enough. Off to the set we go. What happened, Becky? How strange. This room doesn't seem to be finished. It's a TV set, Scout. This is where we film Murder Mystery. Becky, are you here? Get away from me, you freak! I said get away from me! What's going on? Ah! Don't sneak up on me like that, you idiot! Are you okay? Is someone else? Oh crap, he's coming this way! I'm getting out of here. If he asks, you didn't see me. Got it? What was his name? John? If who asks? John, yeah. Becky, please, I just want you to read something. I just want to read you something. Oh, hi, Hannah. Say, did Becky come this way? She said to meet her in the restroom. She said to meet her in the restroom and bring us home. What? But, Oh, you're kidding. Of course. I knew that. Did you know that? I can't believe it. I'm really here on the set. What are you doing in here? Why did Becky scream like that? Oh, well, I guess I surprised her. I never realized TV studios were so dark. So you were just standing around in the dark on an empty set? Not just any empty set. This is the actual set where Murder Mystery is filmed. Yeah, it was. So you're a pretty big fan of the show? Absolutely. Miss Terry, Becky, is pretty much my idol. Don't get me wrong, I love your character too. Miss Terry and Detective Oates are the greatest TV detectives of all time. Thanks, John. It's just a shame it's all over. Over? You don't think they'd cancel the show, do you? How can we carry on without Blake? He was the one who brought us all together. It was his show as much as anyone's. But you have to keep going. Think of it as a tribute to him, a memorial season. Wouldn't that be the best way to honor his work? Even if you wanted to, there'd be no Detective Oates. One of the last things Blake did was cancel my contract for next season. You're kidding! You can't have Terry without Oates? That's ridiculous. You think that's ridiculous? Wait until you hear about me talking. Until you hear about the talking poodle. As soon as I get home and posting on all TV mystery about this, there'll be angry letters, black faxes, riots. Black faxes? Riots? Huh. Sounds like someone who'd write hate mail. You really want Becky to like you, huh? She's so cool. I just wish she'd talk to me. No matter what I say, she looks at me like I'm something nasty she stepped in. I don't understand. Becky has shown no signs of interest in you, but you keep trying. Because she's Miss freaking Terry. I might have no chance, but I've got to try. Even if she tells me to go to hell, at least she spoke to me. I can't decide if that's sweet or just creepy. You don't happen to know if she's into poetry, do you? I don't think so. Why? No reason. What do you think about Tully? He's such a jerk. All muscle and no brains, and the way he's always flirting with Becky makes me sick. If you're trying to find a murderer around here, he's big enough to do it, and stupid enough to not hide it properly either. Why do women always go for meatheads like him when there are good guys like me just waiting to be given a chance? Gee, I don't know. Maybe if you respected them as people instead of acting like they owe you something, that'd be a good start. Oh, sure. And what would you know about it? I mean, she is a woman, John. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to snap at you. All this murder stuff has got me pretty tense. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this? Any of these letters look familiar to you? No. Why would they? Just a wild guess. You've sent fan mail before, right? I'll bet you know our address by heart. I've also memorized the studio phone and fax numbers, and my 10-digit membership code for Miss Terry's Junior Investigators Club. But I haven't sent any fan mail recently. And who signed these so-called letters anyway? You won't find my name at the bottom, that's for sure. True, they're signed by Showmaster66. That's a pretty cool... God damn it, John. That's a pretty cool handle, but I don't recognize it. Do you not? Where did you get that? I mean, I've seen a cassette recorder before. There's nothing special about that one. Quite the opposite. The recording quality was so bad that most of the audio is unintelligible. What? Oh man, I knew I shouldn't have... Oh. Shouldn't have what? Shouldn't have told you how much of a fan I am of your show. You're trying to sell me some cheap tape recorder just because you play Detective Oates? I've never been so insulted in my life. Hang on, this guy owns every Miss Terry collectible. He'll probably buy any old crap. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just wanted to know if you recognized it. Oh, well, okay then. Never seen it before in my life. So, we found a stack of hate mail and an audio tape, both in a room where Blake was murdered. An analysis suggests both of these belong to the same person, Showmaster66. At the same time, the recording tells us that Blake was killed because someone wanted me fired from the show. There's a 70.4967% chance that the hate mail was sent by the same person who killed Blake. We're dealing with some kind of crazy fan, and you're big on the online forums. You must know something, John. I don't know what to tell you. Please, Don't worry, I think I already know who Showmaster66 really is. It's you, isn't it? You're Showmaster66. Alright, fine, you got me. It's mine, it's all mine. The tape recorder, the letters. You killed Blake. What did he ever do to you? No, I didn't kill anyone. You have to believe me.
Ms. Rahi, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Just in time, Detective. I've identified the murderer of Blake Patterson.
You're just not going to quit, are you? You know what? Fine. It's about time you learned this isn't as easy as you think. Who's the killer? What's your proof?
This is it, the moment of truth. Just stay calm and think it through. You've got this. This hate mail was sent to Blake by someone calling themselves Showmaster66, a pseudonym of John Redfield.
That's not... Yes, I sent the letters, but only because they were ruining my show.
You also planted this tape recorder at the scene of the crime?
No, I mean, yes, I hit the tape recorder in doubt, but I was only trying to hear about the next season of Murder Miss Terry. I only wanted to find out what was going on behind the scenes. That's the only reason I'm here today, I swear. You believe me, right? You don't seriously think I killed anyone, do you? Death threats, trespassing, planting a surveillance device. You'd better come with me. I want to search that backpack you left in the break room.
You mean you're going all along with this? What about Charlie? He could have killed Blake, or that security guy. He's the murderer. Wait, let's not do anything crazy.
Move it. Now.
What about me?
You've done enough. Just keep back and let me handle this.
Really, Detective, this isn't necessary. Will you just listen to me for a second? Don't I have rights? What's with all the noise?
John was just about to open his backpack for me.
What for? I guarantee all this nerd is carrying around is a bunch of toys and bubblegum cards.
Maybe, but there have been some serious accusations made. I need to see inside that bag.
But I don't know. Is she see?
Who? Miss Carl? What's she got to do with this?
Don't look at me. I've got no idea what he's babbling about. It's embarrassing. I'd really rather not.
Fine, I'll open it for you.
Wait, don't open that bag, Detective.
What the hell do you want? Honor, come get this floating rust bucket out of here. It's obviously malfunctioning.
If this is the killer's bag, it may be dangerous. I do not advise opening it without the proper precautions.
Dangerous? Like what? A bomb?
There's no bomb inside my bag. That's exactly what a mad bomber would say. Don't you dare open that bag while I'm in here.
I'm not qualified to handle bombs, damn it. I'll have to call it in. Needing the bomb squad for a bag full of toys. This isn't new low. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am getting too old for this kind of work.
I could do a subsurface scan of the bag without opening it. It's not 100% accurate, but it may help.
You can do that. It's safe.
There's only a very small chance of accidental detonation. Statistically insignificant, really. This crazy tin can is gonna kill us all.
Do the scan.
Alright, we'll scan. Okay, this is 10 by 15 now, I'm assuming. 555, yes. So let's fill all of this up. 13, 13 should be, oops. 13 should be like this, right? Yep. Okay, same on the other side. Crossing out this. Alright, this 4 and 5. This is gone. 2 and 4. 3 goes 2. Okay. There's 3 here. Goes off 2 here. 3 here, 3 here. That's closed off. 3 here. 4 here. Okay. There's 2 down here. Would that work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So these 2 have to be here. 4, 1, 4, 2. That's complete. These have to be crossed off. This is to be crossed off. This. 6 has to be the full row then. Okay. Alright, what else do we have here? There's 1. Okay, this is the either side of it. Alright, this is done. Same goes for this and this. There's a 3 here and a 2 there. Wait, there's a 7. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like this. This is complete. Surely this is just all of them. Yep. Has to be like this. This is done. This is done. This is done. 3 for the start. 2 at the bottom here. 6 for the start. So that's all of them. 2 at the bottom here. This is done. This. This. And this. Award statue. Okay. That looked a bit strange there for a second if you ignore the wooden base. But okay. He either A, stole the statue and planned to give it to Baki, or he made one himself. Good news, detective. There is no bomb inside the bag, although I am detecting a large solid metal object.
Let me have a look. It's buried under all these sheets of paper. Looks like some kind of poetry.
There's no need to...
This one's called The Eternal Mysterian, Ode to Becky Cole.
What? Ooh.
We'll come back to that. Let me see what this metal thing is first. Looks like a trophy. What's this doing here?
Hey, that's not mine. Someone must have put it in there. I'm being framed. I recognize that. It's a Starshine Award.
Why is John carrying a TV award around in his backpack?
He must have bought it on the internet. Must have bought it on the internet.
What kind of nut would buy a TV award on the internet?
How else am I supposed to make sure I've got the right size display cabinet?
The engraving on this award says it's for Murder Miss Terry. Isn't that your show?
In that case, I think there's another explanation. He must have bought it on the internet. He must have stolen it from Blake's office. And look, it's got blood on it.
Well, no wonder you didn't want us to look inside your backpack.
I don't know how that got in there, I swear. I just didn't want everyone to see my poetry. I know it's not very good. It was supposed to be just for Becky. But Dada, you all think I'm some kind of weird loser. And a murderer. Don't forget murderer. Why would I kill one of the people responsible for my favorite TV show? I might not have liked some of the new episodes, but you guys are my heroes.
Save it for the interrogation room. You're gonna wish you'd spent your money on retaining a good lawyer instead of a bunch of collectibles. John Redfern, I'm arresting you for the murder of Blake Patterson. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law.
But I'm innocent.
Don't listen to him. He's just desperate. You saw all the evidence. This case is open and shut. You need to go home and take it easy. Get your head straight. It's been a long day for all of us.
Case closed.